It's in the movie, like when you get hit with the trank dart.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of 20 Minutes of Tears, where me, Greg Miller, and my friend, my Italian meatball from IGN.com, Brian Altano, play through 20 minutes of Tears of the Kingdom. Of course, I am relapsing. I'm coming back. I'm returning to Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, and I had a big chicken parm for lunch, so I feel like it feels like
You
the
get
old,
nice and
the old
sleepy.
Brian and Greg days.
Yeah, right.
Of having huge lunches and then making videos all afternoon.
Dude, when I went down there for the baseball game recently and I looked at Old Paragon, I was like, oh, mushroom cigars. Remember that? Up at
mushroom
noon.
cigars. I haven't
time-
thought about them in so long.
Every time we took anybody who visited there, and we're like, oh,
They'd be
mushroom
like,
cigars.
"What should we get? We
Mushroom
gotta try the
cigars.
mushroom cigars."
Oh, you know what? This looks like a new menu item. Mushroom cigars. Let's
We
get that.
got the steak and French fries.
Yep.
All the
Oh,
that was a great
yeah.
one. And we would get a couple Moscow mules in the tank.
Why not? You know
Get
what
in
I
there,
mean?
make a show.
I'll never. Do you remember that first time we came back? We came back. I had a little bit of a buzz. Did the show, and then Nick said goodbye to everybody, like the audience, and he's like, "Brian and Greg, can you hang back?"
Yeah.
We hung back, and Nick, who like now everybody knows Nick's a clown, but then he was actually the producer of the show, higher up at IGN. He's like, "Did you guys drink before the show?" And we were like, yeah, we caught. He's just like, "Do it every week." I'm like, "Oh, okay, great." Yeah, he's like, "You guys are so much looser.
Yeah, we had
You're
no,
so much better."
I thought we were in trouble.
Totally, me too.
That was the opposite of trouble.
Yeah. Then we became trouble for everybody else.
Yes.
That's when things got
Okay, so this you can pull.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get closer. That's
Oh,
the
you
problem I
can't.
have. I'm not close enough. Now remember, there was the little. I got a platform over there, and I had the joystick.
Yes.
So I think I got to go do that and get that.
Okay. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we picked up on Greg's old save file from a couple months ago, and
1 month.
Yeah, 1
In
month.
a couple days.
A couple of years ago. We're trying to.
I've been
unlock
busy
some-
making reviews for you, and Brian just wants to rub it in my face.
What
I bet he doesn't do this to Max Scoville, huh? Huh?
Oh, I give
your new husband.
What can I say? I like people who are like a foot taller than me.
You have a type.
You know, I love to carry apple boxes around my whole career. But yeah, our plan today, or in the first episode, was find a tower, unlock it, and then in typical Tears of the Kingdom fashion, we did that, and then we ended up in the sky, and now we're just kind of fucking around. So it's a good time.
Well, now we're gonna try to do this puzzle box, right? That's the idea.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the big labyrinth cube up there, the Hebra Labyrinth, I think it's called. You should be able to drive this.
Yeah. I gotta put the things on. Oh, yeah, I gotta put the things on, right? I gotta put a fan on the boat.
Oh yeah,
hit the
that's
old
right.
fan.
Otherwise, it'll just sit there.
Yeah.
100-something hours into this game, and I still forget shit like that.
Yeah, right.
You know?
See, and I think that's what it does so well, is that even though I've been gone, like I coming back in right now, with the exception of controls, like
Yes.
the button combinations, I'm like, oh, I remember what I'm doing. Like they have such a great core gameplay loop of what you're doing.
The controls were definitely like one of those things where if it's the only game you're playing, it makes perfect sense.
Yep.
But once you start jumping around to a bunch of different ones, oh boy, big trouble. All right, so now, can you steer past all this junk?
I mean, I'm gonna run out of
Okay.
juice here in a second.
Oh, that's right. You don't have a lot of battery.
Now, if I just it recharges though, right?
Yeah, you
But-
can sit there for a little while.
All right, that's not the button I thought it was.
You could do that.
I was gonna say, have I? I don't think I've
Did you
done
unlock
that.
that tribal? Why are you eating a mushroom?
I told you the buttons don't make any sense. And then it was like I want you to know, what was I playing? Oh, when I was playing Octopath Traveler 2,
Yes.
right? I made a point to go in and remap the buttons so
Okay.
that they would make sense to me. But then the Switch, fighting you at every turn. where
Oh
you-
my God,
Every
yeah.
time you turn it on,
Yeah.
your buttons are remapped. You want to keep them?
Are you
'Cause
okay?
I'll
Is
switch them
everything
right
all right?
now. I'll switch them. And I'm like,
Is he in the house right now? Did he steal your system? Did you do this? Yeah, did you do this tribal tattoo?
No,
yet?
we're going to go
This,
get this one. We're going to go get this Dragon tier, right?
That's right.
See, I played the game.
So, Greg's, a lot's changed since we did our last Let's Play series together.
Sure.
We were both married.
Yep.
With children.
Yep.
We own homes.
Yep.
Probably parts of our body hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Occasionally.
I went yesterday. They were doing Indiana Jones in review, and I was like, "All right, Nick, at the beginning of the show, say to Tim that you can't both wear the hat, and you throw your hat on the ground, and then I'll run in and you sing the song, and I'll drop to the ground and like do the pick up the hat." And I went in there and did it, and I came out, and I'm like, "Oh, I might have broken my kneecap." I was like, "Ow, goddamn!"
I did a thing the other day where I was putting in grout in the shower.
Sure.
You know.
Sure. Oh yeah, as you do.
As you do. And there he is. And my knee just clicked into place. Does that ever happen to you? And then you have to pick up your leg and then just shake
Yep.
it. And eventually it goes, all right, you're free. We were just You're testing you.
Inevitably, every night I come home, I play with Ben on the ground for a bit, and Jen's like, all right, let's get ready to take him to dinner. Let's, is bath time or whatever. And I'll roll and get up, and my knee pops. Like I just dropped a golf ball on the floor.
Well, are you 40 yet?
Yeah, I'm 40.
Okay, so you and I both we took our sweet time getting to where we are in our lives, right?
Yeah.
We both.
Why rush is what I always say.
I mean, I think that's a lot more normal these days, right?
Of course.
Like back in the day,
especially in this economy.
In this economy, yeah. Why rush? But back in the day, like my parents had one or two or three kids by the time they were like 27 or 28, right? So they had me when I was like 20. They were 21 or 22. I wasn't ready for that.
No, God, no. Jeez, Louise. I think about that all the time. It's easier from me and from my mom because she had me at 30, right?
Right.
And so it's like to sit there and be like, man, right now Ben would be 10 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I would have had him in 2013. I'd still be at IGN. It's like, oh my God, like you think of all the different like life changes and butterfly and sliding door moments of just like butterfly effect. Butterflies. All the butterflies.
The butterfly sliding door moments.
But no, it would have definitely been one of those like, oh man, like that wouldn't. We never would have started Kind of Funny.
No,
I never would have left IGN.
No, and you would have. You just would have been more tired and stuff like that. There's also like, I mean, you still do wacky shit all the time, right? You take your shirt off at work every day. But there,
I'll be damned if this kid's gonna change me. I'm gonna change this kid.
Oh, of course, and kids take their shirts off all the time too. So
I love it.
They just run around. They look like little fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Men.
They do. That's true. That's accurate, kids. If you don't have a kid,
was your kid like a little meatball when he was a baby?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that
lots of folds?
That is such a funny era where you have to they get out of the bath and you have to wash under their neck because there's like milk.
Yeah. And it's gone so fast.
I know.
Everybody talks about how fast it goes, and I will stress that as well. But it's like what I talk about all the time with people now. When I'm about to have a kid, I'm like, congratulations. You got to soak in every moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The example I always give is, Beyond 200 versus Beyond 300.
Yeah.
And then Kind of Funny Live 1 versus Kind of Funny Live 2, where those first time arounds, I'm so caught up in doing it and this, that, the other. I'll never forget. Beyond 200 ended. I came off, and an IGN fan there named Devin was sobbing. And I was like, are you okay? What happened? He's like, no, it's just, this is so amazing. And it was the first time I was like, oh, I guess this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so for 300, like this giant live event at the office, I remember like making myself like, okay, I got to stop and I got to breathe and I got to take this moment. And I'm crying all the time doing it. You know what I mean? Am I crazy? There should be a little pool of tears somewhere around here.
It is around here somewhere,
okay,
yeah.
I'll keep looking. Just want to make sure I'm not crazy.
These are like weird puzzles because like... Yeah, if you whistle, maybe it'll grip.
Nah, well, I was hoping maybe, even though she's far away, Genevieve would still come. And then
oh, no, you left her to rot on the side of
all right, I don't think it's that. It's not that bad.
There's a shrine, so you could do that later.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Where's this fucking tier? But no, there's definitely a lot of that, Greg, where you're like, I remember early on, like I would take like 100 pictures, and now I take like 4, and then I just look the rest of the time. And I'm like,
that's a great
I have a couple
point.
pictures, and then a lot of it is just like, all right, I'm watching this happen. I'm watching this moment.
I did the classic thing where I didn't start the 20-minute timer. We got a timer up there. It's been 8 minutes. All right.
We're doing good.
I'll give you 2 free minutes. It's 14.
20-ish minutes of tears.
20-ish minutes of tears. What are you gonna do? No, I'm still very much in the 4,000 photos. Then I also make the video. And it's like I know I'm getting to the point of like I gotta stop because I know how few of those are like the actual keeper photo. What is this thing? What are you doing, buddy? Come on.
Well, it's funny when you do that thing on your phone where you scroll through, like, you ever do that thing where it like pulls up all the pictures but they're really, really tiny and you scroll all the way back to the beginning, right? And you get to where you, the year before you had a kid, you took like 70 pictures.
Yeah.
And the year you have a kid, you take 7,000.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like less and less and less and less and less because there's more like actual physical hands-on time with them.
Yeah.
And you're interacting with them and you're talking with them. But early on, they're just like, ah.
Yeah.
And you go, picture.
Make sure I don't puke and choke on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, buddy. Yeah, no.
You guys probably had this, but we had this thing where once our kid turned like 1, 4 out of 5 of the products that we used every single day to keep her alive got recalled.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like swaddle things and like rockers and all that stuff. They were like,
by the way,
this has been like 40 of these have exploded spontaneously.
It turns out if you put the baby in this, it just wraps up. And kills them. Yeah.
Some of them never open again.
For us, the big one we just had was sunscreen. But it was our sunscreen. Our sunscreen got recalled that we've been using for cancer. Like, okay, well, that's good.
Well,
but again, it's like, you know what? Everything's killing you every time.
Yeah,
every second.
and you know what? Kids are strong enough to raise themselves these days. So.
Totally, yeah. I often, and I mean, I see it every day now, but I mean, for me, it was in high school, we had a new teacher, and she brought her, I think 1-year-old or whatever to school one day. And it was, we're in class, the kid's sucking on a sucker. And when was walking around while the teacher was teaching, and dropped the sucker on the ground, and then in slow motion kid way, like went over it, picked it up, and put it right back in the kid's mouth.
Oh yeah!
And the entire class went ew. And the teacher just like literally, she's like, you have no idea what your immune system's doing or how it works. Like,
yeah.
And I think about that all the time now as I see Ben do the grossest stuff. We're like, he's already eaten. I should have washed his hands, but all right, he's got to learn somewhere.
We had a thing with my kid the other day where
what the hell's this here?
We were at like a playground, and she went to drink from the water fountain, and she got like really close to it and was about to put her mouth on it. And I was like, oh honey, don't put your mouth on the water fountain. And she goes, okay, Dada. And I was like, do you ever do that at school? And she goes, no. And I go, okay, good. And she goes, sometimes. And I was like, sometimes what? And she goes, sometimes we put our whole mouth on the we've been having a global pandemic for 3 years. Like, I was like, no wonder these kids bring fucking little diseases home every single weekend.
What was that like for you? Because that was the thing, we got what? No, it was all 2021. 2021, we actually had Ben, got pregnant and had Ben.
Right.
So it was pandemic, but we were on the upswing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To where he was.
Is that it over there?
This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. Take on the sun with gear built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for the warm weather ahead with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair we've worn. Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us they will send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. Every purchase supports the Shady Rays Impact Program, which works directly with nonprofits and their communities to empower and make adventure accessible for all walks of life. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange them for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back. Exclusively for y'all, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. You can go to shadyrays.com and use code KindaFunny for 50% off 2 pairs of polarized sunglasses. You can try for yourself the shades that are rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. Again, that's shadyrays.com/kindafunny. This episode is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. We've had 7 months without an NFL game, but for all of you football fans out there, good thing that's over. NFL is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is giving you a can't-miss offer for Week 1. This week, new customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 on any NFL game. DraftKings is hooking everyone up with game day greatness. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every single game day this September. You can check out the app to see what you get. You can download now and use code KindaFunny to sign up. New customers can take home $200 in bonus bets instantly just for betting $5. That is code KindaFunny only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, you can call 877-8-HOPENY or text HOPENY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call telephone number 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpd.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort KS. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See dkng.co/football for eligibility, terms and responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after insurance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply.
No, God damn, where's this fucking...
As long as it's one of those, if you're the Zelda expert, so if you can't...
Yeah, I don't remember where they put the fucking thing on the...
We're having a great time just talking.
Yeah, we're having a great.
That's what people wanted.
No,
so it's like, but you like...
It was weird because it was like one of those things where like our kid was completely like starting to learn and understand what the world was outside of like an apartment. Like we were going to playgrounds and zoos and all that stuff, museums. And all of a sudden, all those things were like literally like you couldn't go onto a playground. Because remember, there it is.
Booyah!
Back then, they were like, if you touch anything,
you'll wipe your cardboard boxes from Amazon down.
Yeah, wash your milk. Here we go. You get to see a short film now. A little video.
I know. Let's see what they were up to back in the day.
Let's see what's going on with Raru.
Raru.
Raru's here.
It's in the movie like when you get hit with the trank dart.
Yeah,
Raru.
Oh, Raru.
I don't remember about Raru.
I'm Raru. This is my wife, Sonia.
We like your vibe. Saw you from across the bar. So many great memes out of this game.
I know.
Queen Sonia.
Oh, spoilers.
I'm
did you
way
get it?
behind everybody else in this game. Oh, you mean for me?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I knew these people were in the game.
Oh, okay.
I'm Greg Miller.
Did you know that the Ganon's evil?
I put it together. I saw the amiibo and I was hoping maybe he's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this will be the different one.
Oh.
Oh my God, it's beating. What a game, dude.
Yeah, he's got a good thing going on.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the hair's on point.
Oh yeah. He looks great.
Takes care of himself.
100%. Just like you.
Yeah. We could all do better. I haven't had a massage in several years. Have you? A massage?
I was saying you looked good, and then you jumped to massage. I was like, well, okay, I see.
Well, I was thinking about like,
take care of yourself. Okay.
Self-pampering.
Yeah, I'm not a big massage guy.
Me neither.
Well, you know, Jen loves them, and so for a long time we were doing couples ones when we'd go somewhere or whatever.
Yep.
But finally, after the last one, I was like, I just no, I'm good. Like,
It just kind of fucks you up, right?
all I want is you to rub my head, my hands, and my feet.
Okay. I didn't
And
know
then
you pause at a weird spot.
But just
All I want is for you to rub my.
Hey,
I was like,
wow. But yeah, you go in there like, oh, is any areas you want us to focus on? I'm like, yeah, my hands and my feet. And they don't. They work you back. I'm like,
Yeah.
this sucks.
You know what? I don't like all like the. I went to one once and they were just playing. It was like whale sounds. And I was just cracking up.
Yeah.
And I was laughing so hard I was like tense.
Yeah.
Because it was just like and there's this lady and she's just like pounding on my back and I just started like crying laughing and she's like, "What's so funny, my love?"
Oh,
And I was like, "I'm sorry, it's just you're playing fucking whale sound effects over
sounds like Baby Beluga by Raffi.
Baby Beluga mixed with the Sail Away."
The Enya stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's one of my one of the bits that kills at home. Is that Ben loves to float in the tub.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
him bath time. And so when he first started doing it, I hold him up and then I would sing Enya to him and Jen would just crack up from
The Sail Away. Yeah. Did we all learn that from that commercial, Precious
Yes.
Moods?
Oh yeah.
Was that what it was, or what do we? Because
There was one of those infomercials, or not infomercials, but commercials of like, not even now that's what you call music. But
Yeah.
relaxing tape where you send away from.
Because I never bought an Enya CD.
No.
But we all absorbed that information.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, there was
At the same
just 4 channels when we were growing up. You had you caught all the same information.
time. And you would get you always remember we would laugh with Trucker about the what was the fire safety commercial?
Be cool about fire.
Was that yours that you grew up with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be cool.
That was where that was on like Nickelodeon. Like they would show like toy commercials and then they would show like a local commercial. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. For out in Kids Line. Kids Line was the one they would do during Fox 32 cartoons. It was a commercial. Call Kids Line any time of the day. $1/4 is what you pay. Need help? And nobody's home? Call Kids Line on your... No, what? Call 911. Call your grandmother. Call somebody who can come help you. Call Kids Line, pay $1/4. The house is on fire. All right, get out of the house, I guess.
It's so funny to I was actually talking about that with my wife the other day about like my parents in the summer. We were talking about this before. They would just open up the door and just be like, "All right,
See you later.
bye, see you later," and then like you would just like go somewhere really far, but then they didn't have any way of contacting you. Period.
No.
And then
And they were fine with it.
they were fine with it, and they were like you would maybe find a payphone.
Yep.
And you would call them collect.
Yep.
But I was
You
cheap.
have a call from... We're going to the movies.
Do you accept the call? No. They would get in the car and drive over and get you. Yeah, it was like how fast can
Yeah, I think it's crazy now. So with your daughter, how old is she now?
5.
Where are you with when do you get her a cell phone?
Oh man.
Like, you know what I mean? Because it's not even so much
approaching it.
Yeah, well, I don't think like 6, but you know what I mean? Of like, Ben is so young. Obviously, we're just thinking, a couple of months ahead of any problem. So it's like to get into that thing of like, giving them a cell phone so they can contact you, but then not run into any freaking child predators or anything else. That's
or they're just on it all day. And
exactly.
No, it's tough. It's I mean, we're already like kind of like we're pretty hesitant about like iPad stuff unless like if we're flying cross country,
Sure.
then it's like fuck it, Bluey marathon. You
Yep,
know, like
yep,
here
yep, yep.
I downloaded 19
show.
movies. For
What a show.
Seriously, what a show. There's
July 15th,
new
episodes.
episodes of Bluey. This episode is brought to you by Bluey.
I was very stoked while we're recording this because I don't know when you'll see this. It's Tim's birthday, and when they were doing Everybody 1-2 Switch with the community, somebody went by and they had a muffin.
The Bluey, the Bluey characters.
Muffin from Bluey. I was like, oh, that's nice.
That's sweet. Yeah, I don't know.
Because well, no, IGN's better about it. But at least I remember a part of the way I'm living your life, where it's like nobody here has kids, so nobody can commiserate or understand, or you know what I mean. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm making references to Miss Rachel and all this stuff. They're like, we have no idea what this is.
Well, when are you the only one at Kind of Funny with a kid?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I did not actually put that together. Because I know when you and me worked together, nobody had kids. There were like two people had kids, and they were all like older than us. Right?
Yeah. Of course, our bosses all had kids. Yeah. But then it was like what I remember, Geddes when he was still there. Ryan Geddes, he had a kid. And I remember that we were all like, oh, that's young. And then Justin, I think he beat you, right? Now he's 2. Is that right?
Yeah, he's got 2.
Yeah. And then it was you, pretty much, I think, in terms of like our contemporaries and peers.
Yep.
Not our
and
bosses,
then Damon a couple years after that, Max a couple years after that.
Yeah.
But no, it's I don't. The thing is, like, we live in an area that's very expensive, and the apartments were very small. If you were still in one of those, and so that makes your decision about children very fucking easy.
Sure.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Where would we put them?
You know, like we had actual conversations early on where we're like, I think I can paint a window inside this walk-in closet so it looks like she's outside. You know, trick her. I'll draw the sun on the wall.
Exactly right. Whatever we need to do to make.
You always need to reach your friend, don't you? Have you ridden a dragon in this game?
I haven't ridden the dragon yet.
It's a beaut.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a real...
That's a high point?
I think you should do it.
All right. Well, let's do this, and then we'll get to him. Where's your friend? Oh, that's too far. I'm not doing that. I got my own props
You
here.
would actually... They didn't even give you anything to...
Nothing cool to throw on.
Yeah, I mean, you could...
Did you hear that?
Yeah. It sounded like somebody dropped a plate. Do you guys... You have like a restaurant here?
We're doing several. We're a ghost kitchen for DoorDash to make sure we get. Oh no! I see.
Great. Okay. Hold on. Is there? You could. I don't know if you can melt this one.
Oh, but you know what? I could just get over it.
You could trick your way up to the.
I need this shrimp.
That'll save us. See if you can get up on this lip.
Yeah, you're right.
No, oh man, not even close.
I'm wearing my climbing shirt too, aren't I? Yeah, I'm wearing my climbing shirt.
Yeah, not the.
I'm not equipped for it.
I don't think so. No.
Unless I could. Yeah, unless I.
That's
there's
okay.
nothing even to grab over here. Oh yeah. Because this is what it comes down to, right? With the game, it's like, well, now let's break it. You know what I mean? It's telling me I can't, but if I could just build, a ladder, a tree, a couple trees stuck together.
Yeah, no, I remember doing this one, but I forget how I did it. So I have a feeling there's probably some sort of, you could you could put a fan down and maybe fly up.
Sure.
But I think you should just go fuck with the dragon.
Okay.
See what he's doing. Yeah, just give that a shot.
I just want to see. You got to experiment, Brian.
Yeah, beat the ice every now and then. But yeah, we try not to do the iPad with the kid because I don't judge other parents. I really try not to, but I do. And so,
but all that said, come on,
all that
what
said,
are you
I
doing?
But when you're at a restaurant and immediately, like, you see
Sure.
a family sit down with their kid and they put the headphones on and I'm always just kind of like, talk to your kids. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
but you never know what they went through that day, right?
Exactly. That's our thing where we were very much in the same thing. No screen time ever, da-da-da-da-da. And then it was like finding Miss Rachel, which is pretty educational.
Yep.
And then being like, okay, cool, well, and when it is, we're just out trying to do something, and he's like, okay, let's give you. We're at the restaurant. We're exhausted. It's been a long day, and you've been great. Like, here's something to watch, so you're entertained while mommy and daddy have a beer.
Here's a treat, and we can have an adult conversation.
Yeah, that's always the hardest part, right? The weekends that go by where you sit down Saturday night at 8 p.m. and it's finally like, how are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't actually talked to you. We've spoken while trying to parent and make sure everything's okay, but we're not like catching up on
We've
what's
juggled
happening.
all day and done tasks, but Yeah, eventually, if he hasn't then by now, but your kid will get to a point where it's this constant like haggling for just a little, you know. It's like, oh, can we read 2 books tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me 2 stories after you read the books? Can I get a little? I eat all my dinner. Can I have a little something special?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you had pizza. You know, like I gave you pizza for dinner. That's like. I love you, but like that's not you don't get cookies for eating pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Everybody should be so lucky to eat pizza.
Also, DiGiorno used to do that thing where they were like, it's pizza and cookies in one box. We lost control.
All right, well, we found some stuff.
Yes, we could build a shitty car.
And I don't think that would drive me up the ice.
No, it would not.
But we're getting
there might be a way.
I can chop down sticks and then make a little pole thing. But that'll have to be in the next episode.
That's
of
right.
20 Minutes of Tears. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Greg. That's Brian. Brian's from IGN. I'm from KindaFunny. We're getting together and doing these Let's Plays for 20 minutes where we play Tears and try to figure things out because I haven't played it in forever. If you like that, like us, of course. Like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to youtube.com/KindaFunnyGames. Of course, you should follow Brian over at IGN.com and all his social medias. What's the next personal project you can promote? You got more music coming soon?
I do, yeah. So I'll be working on that soon. Other than that, I kind of took a little break from personal projects, and I just like to relax at night sometimes.
Oh, what a novel concept.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking who thought? I cook a lot. So tell me what your favorite dinner is to make in 20 minutes or less.
And follow him on Instagram, too, because he puts up a lot of great food photos.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.
Beyond.
Beyond!